The rules then changed. And nobody's talking about it. There are brand new rules to engagement. The so-called powers that be are fighting us in a whole nother way. The Bible tells us not to be ignorant of their devices. See, the Most High's people are aware. We see what's going on. We are fully cognizant and conscious. A lot of people are threatened by that because we're not supposed to see. Spiritual warfare has reached a new height. Evil no longer hides anymore. That's part of their tactic, and we're going to get into that. See, when they turned the Pentagon, aka the pentagram, into the Department of War, the war that they waged wasn't just against people overseas whom America has invested interest in because they want to obtain their resources. No. They wage war using that Pentagon, aka pentagram. They wage war against the children of the light. It's all symbolic. See, when you look at the Matrix for what it is, you can really comprehend what type of evil that we're up against. But the Most High got us. That's the reason we're able to quantify everything that's happening. And brothers and sisters, a lot of you all stick out like a sore thumb, so you got to move wise. Don't be out here casting your pearls before swine. Don't be out here wasting your energy, because your energy is your currency. When they released those Epstein files, they did it for a reason. Not only to desensitize the mass majority, but they did it also because they must bring out exactly who they are. They must show you. Why? So the lines in the sand can be drawn. And they want pederasty and cannibalism. They want that common household knowledge, just like daytime television. Imagine you're living in a time where all of this wickedness, everything from aliens, demons, cannibalism, sacrifice of young ones, bloodletting, rituals, Baal worship, Moloch worship. Imagine this stuff is as popular as daytime television right now in America. Anybody find that suspicious? What exactly are they doing? Well, I'm glad y'all asked. They're doing a couple things. Number one, They want to see who can see. And not only see who can see, meaning those who are aware, but they want to see who will oppose the New World Order. Who will oppose the wickedness of this society? And they're also doing it to fragment the minds of people with information overload. Meanwhile, none of those culprits who did the unthinkable, none of them are being held accountable whatsoever. A millionaire or a billionaire, you are above the law. You have diplomatic immunity no matter what you do. That's a big rule change. They don't have to hide their wickedness. They don't have to hide their evil. We get so much as a parking ticket, we got to show up to court. They, on the other hand, are the most heinous, diabolical people walking the planet. And they're committing crimes against humanity. And they walk scot-free. We're talking about the weirdos and freaks are outright. They're not concealing anything. And then they do this and then they play in our faces. I truly believe that they faked the death of Jeffrey Epstein. And in order to completely disrespect the public, they give us Palm Beach Pete. This is what these people do. They gloat. You got Palm Beach Pete taking pictures with the same background as Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach home. You got pictures of him when he was a child that looked like they're AI. They're playing in our faces. Why? The rules then changed. It's almost like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? Which is another tactic of war to get people to actually start some type of inorganic uprising. And I call it inorganic because it's not time for it yet. The Most High didn't, obviously the Most High didn't put it in us to be rebelling right now, or, you know, coming with so much public outrage that we take to the streets. It's clear that that spirit is just not on people at the moment. But that's what they're trying to do. Why? They want to implement martial law. They want chaos. They want to see a purge. Everything you've seen in the movies is true. The Civil War movie, all true. I'm talking about that movie called Civil War that came out a couple years ago, where the ICE agents, because that's what they were, ICE agents, aka the damn stormtroopers, was asking people, what kind of American are you? While people was going across checkpoints, fulfilling the prophecy of Esdras, where it says a man would desire to go into one city, into the next, but can't. That's right. Hollywood seems to be a strange fortune teller, doesn't it? Isn't it? They changed the rules. They changed the rules right before our eyes. We were sitting here wondering why, after COVID, homeschool became so big. You want to know why homeschool became so big? A lot of those schools that are standing are going to be just processing centers. They're going to be turned into internment camps and prisons. That's right. And homeschool became so big because America no longer has need for education anymore. I'm talking about real education. They don't really have the need for it. Teachers are walking away. Everybody's quitting. The funding is getting cut. Y'all want to know why that's happening? Because the Department of Education, right underneath our noses, has been turned into the Department of Labor. Why? They want useless sheep that will continue working for the Epstein class. That's what's happening right now. They changed the rules. They want us to be sheeple. See, Sally Maiden already ripped everybody off, putting everybody in debt with student loans. They playing a different game now. They want to get you in a workforce soon as possible. I do not own the rights to the music. Somebody just rolled by. But I'm telling y'all right now, they want to throw you into the workforce to stay in that cycle. When at this point, we need to be thinking out the box. And I know you got to have your 9 to 5. You got to work. A man don't work, man don't eat. We understand that. But you got to make sure. All right. Damn it, they going to give you copyright. That's what happened when you go live, though. That's what happened when you go live. I'm going to have to start this stream over just because of that. I'm coming back, though.